Hey people, it is Friday, November the 28th. Currently 6:10 p.m. and about 0 Celsius. Feeling more like -7 with the wind chill. It's a chilly Black Friday. That's right, Black Friday is here once again already. Doesn't seem like a whole year ago when I did my last Black Friday video, but I guess it is. It's cold enough to make talking a bit difficult, as you can see, with this wind blowing. But I'm here on Dundas Street East, walking past the boarded up storefronts that used to be Burrito Boys, Mayday Burger, and the Imperial Pub. Making my way to the Eaton Center. We're going to check out North America's busiest shopping mall on Black Friday, as is tradition on my channel. And we're also going to take a look at the new Eataly store, which just recently opened a few days ago, I believe. This is the second Eataly in downtown Toronto. The other one is up on Bloor Street. That one's been open for like about 6 years or so. So I'm prepared to battle the crowds inside the mall. Might be a bit died down by now compared to earlier today. Also, it is the dinner hour, so that will probably affect the crowds a bit, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. It's too cold and windy to wait for a light to change. I'm actually looking forward to getting inside the mall, which is not something you hear me say too often, but this wind is pretty nasty out here. So maybe we'll start off by checking out the Eataly store. And then we'll wander around in the mall. And Black Friday is the day after the American Thanksgiving. Thought to be the sort of traditional kickoff to the Christmas shopping season. But in reality, I think the Christmas shopping season really kicks off the day after Halloween. There's still some good crowds here, as you can see. I think the mall is open until 9:30 tonight, so plenty of time. And I think it'll probably get a bit busier into the evening also. Once people are done with dinner, then they'll maybe head out to do some shopping. I myself don't really partake of any shopping on Black Friday or on Boxing Day, but I do come and record all the people who are doing all that sort of thing. It's not really my cup of tea, though. That guy must be cold. That's something you don't see too often these days, I find. Nice old-fashioned mime. All right, there's an entrance to the mall right here, but maybe I'll go down to where the entrance to the Eataly is. We'll enter there. And the Eataly is just a big food store slash grocery store with sort of multiple little stalls, markets within. It's Italian, mainly. Hence the pun on the name. And it's right next to the new Simon store, which opened a couple months back. I did a video on opening day here at Simon's. I think it's a missed opportunity for the Simons here to not have some proper Christmas windows. This would be the perfect location for it, especially now since the bay is closed, or the Hudson's Bay Company, which had their famous Christmas windows just down on Queen Street. And I think up on Bloor Street, Nordstrom could also do something like that, but for some reason these upmarket department stores aren't up for doing anything so Christmassy for some reason. So there's the Eataly sign.
Wait,
Here's another one of the main mall entrances, but it's also the main Eataly entrance. So let's check it out. So this is an opening day, as I mentioned. I think it opened maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I'm not too sure exactly what to expect in here. I think it's smaller than the other location up on Bay and Bloor, in the Bloor-Yorkville neighborhood.
Yeah, it's also.
Seems to be 2 floors. See what's on each floor here. And you'll hear different opinions on whether or not Eataly is good, you know. Some people say it's great. Others say it's not that great. I guess it all depends on what you're into. So I guess most of it is on the second level, not too much on that first level. No shortage of security guys. I've already spotted 3. Hopefully they won't say something about my recording. So got it's like a restaurants. Got some sort of grocery type areas over here. Food stalls. Thankfully, it's not jam-packed. I found where the washrooms are. Some Italian potato chips. I've never tried any of these before. Salt and vinegar, $6 though for a not too large bag. Looks like they have high protein content though. $8 for the tortilla chips here. Also a rather small bag. I am curious though to see how they taste compared to more typical chips that I buy at the grocery store, the regular grocery store. More grocery items over here. Another pasta place. You can sort of see out onto Yonge Street here. I found the sweets. And I found the checkouts. There's a way down. So I guess I pretty much covered it. It's definitely smaller than the other location up at Bay and Bloor. But still a good addition to the mall and a good addition to the Yonge and Dundas area. I think this and the Simons are really leveling the area up a notch. Of course, before the Simons, there was a Nordstrom. So that was the new Eataly. Now let's check out the rest of the mall. I've already done a video of the Simons, if you're curious to see, on opening day actually. It seems quite busy. You can always check out my tour of the Simons, and I also did a video of the Simons up at Yorkdale Mall also. They've really been expanding in recent years. All right, we're in Christmas mode here at the mall. Actually, we might catch the big show. The Christmas tree does a big light show, I think, every hour on the hour. I already showed that actually in another video, but if the timing's right. I couldn't get very close though,
Eataly?
because that was when it was first unveiled, so there was a huge crowd here. So as I mentioned, this is North America's busiest shopping mall, according to daily foot traffic. Mainly because it's connected to 2 subway stations and 3 major office towers. And it's in the heart of one of the biggest and busiest cities on the continent. Looks like they've rearranged the reindeer for this year. I don't remember them having a reindeer up on top of there in past years. At least they're making an effort to change things up a little bit. Maybe we missed the big light show. Maybe I was inside the Eataly. Oh well, you can always check out my other video, as I mentioned. You can take a picture of yourself as a member of the Simpson family here. Bart is up to his usual hijinks there. It's busy, but it definitely gets way busier. And it probably was a few hours ago. Sometimes it's so busy in here you can hardly walk. And remember during the lockdowns when they had stickers on the floor telling you which way to walk through the mall? They'd have arrows on the floor directing you to walk on one side or the other. A lot of people were thinking those would become a permanent thing. But as you can see, they were all removed. I'm not sure how long ago they were removed. I think a couple of years ago even. All right, let's go down. There are 3 levels to the mall, 3 main levels anyway. plus a couple of other levels. Up or down from the three main ones. One has a food court on the lowest level. Or do they call it the urban eatery? I think that's what they call it here. That's the glass Galleria. They replaced all the glass of that last year. The old glass was kind of murky after almost 50 years, so I think it was due for an upgrade, and the new glass is a lot clearer now, lets in a lot more light. Yeah, I guess the next light show is until 7 p.m. So the last one was at 6 p.m. So I definitely started the video at the wrong time. There's a way out to Yonge Street there, if you're looking to make an escape. And the big fountain is not turned on right now. All right, let me go down to the lowest level. Hey, a Vessi store. I'm wearing Vessis right now, actually. Those are waterproof shoes. So I'll try to check out at least a bit of all three of the main levels here. I'm on a bit of a time crunch. I'm going to try to keep this video to just about 30 minutes. Because then I'm going to set up to do a live stream right after. It almost seems busier here on the lowest level. JD coming soon. There's the Simons. And that escalator will take you down to the lowest level, which is where that urban eatery food court is. If you keep going this way, you'll eventually find yourself at an entrance to one of the subway stations, Dundas Station, or I guess now it's called the TMU Station, but it's still a Dundas to me. So maybe we won't go all the way down, because then I'll have to turn around and come all the way back again. So I think there's well over 1.5 million square feet of retail space in this part of the mall with the Galleria. If you include the empty Hudson's Bay store and Saks Fifth Avenue across the street, though, across Queen Street, there's over 2 million square feet, because those were considered to be part of the mall, but they're now vacant. But even without those big vacant department store spaces, it's still a very large shopping mall, one of the largest in all of Canada. But the largest mall in the Greater Toronto area is actually Square One in Mississauga. Let's head back up to the level we came in. There's the Eataly, and this new Nike store also is recently opened here. But I think I'm going to start to wrap up the video here. I hope you enjoyed the look around the Eaton Center on Black Friday. Starting off with a walk through the Eataly store, and then checking out the rest of the mall. So I hope you enjoyed the quick tour on one of the busiest shopping days of the year. So leave a comment down below if you enjoyed the walk. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also make sure you hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. Or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member, or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under K Continuum. So thanks for watching. And thanks to all the channel members. And Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, and all of the above. And be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.